What's going on, everybody? I still got to get myself ready for work, but it is a big day for public works. Let's get to it and start elaborating on today's project. I'm going to be taking the four-wheeler to work because we officially got all of our approvals for the new building of a shop. We also, come next homeowners, we'll go over this a little bit more. You already know exactly what that thing is. When zoning finally got completed, we ended up getting about a 2-acre plot. The back half was rezoned into a residential area, and it now has 5 new homesteads on it. As you can tell, this is our area that we are going to be able to build public works with, and our shop is going to be going in this back left corner. The tall tree is where our property line goes to, and the blue spruce on the right is the other end of it. The new development really did come out nicely, as there's a slight variety of homes. I kind of feel this guy got the best deal because his backyard ended up getting the entire tree line cleared out back to the cornfield, and these people live on about half-acre plots with a very small cul-de-sac at the end. We have to get ourselves up in the sky to start developing the new shop, so we're going to tune you guys into 3800 the buck, and then afterwards we have to transfer everything over. Just remember, if you guys like content like this and want to help support the channel, gotta head down below, smash that like button, and consider possibly subscribing. As Gary Allen says, there's nothing on but the radio. Let's crank that dial and get some stuff built. Okay, I believe that is really all we need to do. It's not supposed to be a public meetup place, it's supposed to be a public works place. We're on a budget. We have our dumpster system on the far right. Don't know why on earth I'm starting with this, but it's one of my favorite things to kind of build. A little unique. But we have 5 parking spaces, unlike our other shops that really only had 2 on a good day. Here is our new yard. Once we start shuffling stuff over, might put our more outdoor stuff, maybe like shorter trailers in this little unit, or like skid steer attachments. This is an all-fill system. That way, if we need to get rocks, topsoil, dirt, really anything and everything into a dump trailer, that goes there. Fuel barrel, which we're going to call Sap Bros, get that filled up. 8250. Beautiful. And then here's the new shop. That is a herbicide or fertilizer bin storage. We have our shelves up on the right side for any and all seeding, paint, buckets, you name it. Workshop off to the left, Old Glory on the wall, and a Andy Clean bay on the far north. Well, this would be the west side. And then the floor drain, which is connected to our sewer system. But there's our light switches up on the top, and here is the work office. We'll be able to manage all of our projects from what'll be a bigger computer setup, but there's a laptop here for the meantime. And then I believe this is, yes, the bathrooms. I seen this shop out at the Farm Progress show, so I wondered why it looked familiar. That looks good enough to me. This is our easy access door to get in and out with things like the road grader or my service pickup. And then our main yard entrance for, you obviously could probably infer or figure it out. Now comes the fun part. We got to drag anything and everything out of the old shop and bring it over here so we can organize the new place and get it ready for services. We're going to cross our fingers that a water line doesn't break or somebody needs to have help, because this could take a little bit. As we mentioned in our last rendition, this shop is going to be going up for sale. I'm going to try and buy it for my own personal lawn care company. I'm kind of just collecting lawnmowers as they fall into my lap. But with the addition of my new backyard shed and my big shed across the road, I don't necessarily see a reason to buy that old shed. But the enclosed yard would definitely be nice. I would take over the plow blade, but I kind of forgot the bulldozers, you know, crowding all that in. So we'll take the 6230 over first with the flex wing. I think until we get the landscape of how big or how much equipment we really have, I'm just going to kind of set this stuff outside. The tractor I know will go indoors, but this place is going to stack up with equipment fast, especially with things like that road grader and possibly the trailers. I want you guys to head down in the comment section, let me know what has been your favorite project completed on the Public Works series. This is one of the few series that I actually do a lot of research on before doing a project, because of the fact I have connections to my own local Public Works. But it's going to be so nice having everything really just under one roof. Just sucks because now we're going to have to try and find out where everything got placed. I kind of lost track of it all. That's Stack's full trailer number 1. If this truck just had a plow mount on it, I think it would be so much better. One thing I am kind of concerned about is the maneuverability I'll have in the new lot. I considered bringing this all the way down to the roadside, but I think we'll be able to make this work. If we can keep our organization in the shop good enough, this could just be a big drive-through bay. Skid steer is small enough, it could sit right yonder. Ooh, that gooseneck's gonna be a tight squeeze. Let's just see how hard it'd be to get this in that little nook. Ah, shoot, I forgot the wheelbase on this is wider. I'll haul a bit more stuff back, and then we can start playing the game of Jenga. We're getting down to the last few pieces. Corey's currently working on strapping down the Prowler, and it makes me sad that I have never used this truck yet. I'd like to use it for something, but I just haven't really found a use for it yet. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. The plows have really been an interesting issue. They don't fit in, like literally nothing fits inside of that little hut. I ended up selling off the midweight plow. No other vehicle in the shop has a plow mount on it. Could I add one? Yes, but we're still in the month of July. If we're gonna do that, we have time. Plus, I'm still torn on where I'm gonna put these trailers. I guess I did say the old Public Works shop, the big one, is staying in our possession. But I might just get rid of that little hut thing and we'll just put the trailers over there. Because I don't want the trailers to be in a completely different area from where everything else is loaded. That just seems very impractical. We'll keep the new dump truck and likely the International stacked right behind each other. They'll be the most used of our fleet vehicles. I kind of like this mower sitting right where it's at, but maybe it might be more beneficial to put the Prowler trailer against the fence, that up against the door, and then the gator up against that wall. Or even better, scooch this over and then put the big gooseneck over there. Oh, this is a mess. But at least we're bringing the last of it. This should be their final load. The Alice we can definitely leave outside. This thing's pretty much built to sit outside its entire life. And now I'm really kicking myself in the butt. I should have brought this pad all the way over to the roadside. Maybe we'll have an expansion in a few years. Put the bagger with the mower, cram the spreader back by the four-wheeler, and the pump can just kind of go in the shelf system for the time being. If I keep thinking about it, it makes more sense to put this trailer over here because of it being shorter and a little bit more nimble, and then we'll just back the gooseneck into this corner. I'll see if I can figure it out. Give me a minute. Okay, some things I didn't get the way I wanted, other things they worked fantastically. The Prowler will fit right along the fence like a glove. The Rhino sits snug in between that and the fence line. I really did not want this truck to have to sit outside. The 350 really only fits right there. The bulldozer, gonna set it right next to the fence line. We'll just keep the wood chipper inside. The gator trailer went right up against the fence. Have an open gap for just, turning, maneuverability around the yard. And then this stuff is now all organized and positioned. Might have to move or get rid of that storage bin behind the road grader, but for now we'll just leave it. Let's get the doors closed up and we will take a full scale overlook of this place. Getting to look at it from above, I think this really turned out nicely. Hopefully our new residential division does not bring up any sort of plumbing problems, sewer problems, water line issues. But if the task arises, then I think we'll be just fine. I think this is really all the time we're going to have for today. This is probably a very short episode, but we got the new shop. We can start taking orders. And most importantly, if you want to check out more of the Public Works series, you can check that a playlist in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Other than that, make sure to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh. Most importantly, keep it fun. We shall see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.